Levels.
Levels.
So we're about to start the F1 season.
Yep. Practice. I mean, if you can call it that. Looking at you, Alpine, has already started. Actually, Williams. It started for everybody but Williams.
They're just backing up for a running start. You guys go ahead. You guys go ahead. Go on. We don't want to crowd the track, you know. So, quick quiz for you here.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Can you name an F1 champion from the UK?
Oh, I mean, geez, you've got Lewis and Lando and Jensen and Nigel. I mean, there's even more, but okay, yeah.
Yep, nice, good work.
Thank
good
you.
work out of you. How about a champion from Germany?
Well, I mean, you've got Schumacher and you've got Vettel. There's a couple.
How about from the has the United States ever had an F1 winner? How about a winner from the United States?
Mario Andretti.
Oh, okay. How about from Austria?
Oh yeah, Niki Lauda.
Who?
Lauda.
Sorry, I missed that.
Lauda.
Can you name an F1 champion from Austria? Hi, toddlers. Welcome to Talking to Todd, a weekly podcast with Dwayne Johnson and Todd Prinz, where failure is always an option. Thanks for joining us. Hey, Todd.
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good. How are you?
Not too bad.
That was so dumb.
Behind the scenes. That one that Dwayne wrote broke him. As soon as the theme music, he's like, "Yeah, that may have gone too far." I mean, I'm proud of it, but it may have gone too far. That was stupid.
That was so dumb. But what it reminds me of is my favorite scene in Taxi. You remember the scene in Taxi where Jim has to go and take the written test for his license?
No.
And so they're in the room. They give him the test. He walks over to the little desk, and then the gang is still gathered around the counter waiting for him while he's taking the test back behind him. And he gets to like the second question in a loud whisper. What does a yellow light mean? And one of the guys says, slow down. Jim, what does a yellow light mean? And this goes on for 5 minutes.
Who said 70s comedies didn't have good pacing?
Oh my God. Just absolutely. Christopher Lloyd just killing it. Oh, sweet Lord. That was, yes, there you go. Feedback, follow-up, and updates?
Yeah.
From Sarah Judson Brown.
Yep.
So remember the week, the thing that you learned was that you needed to train more before you go run a half marathon?
I wish I could say I didn't remember that, but yes, I do remember that. Yes.
And I believe the commentary ran something along the lines of, it's not like if I don't train, I can just go buy an e-bike.
I believe you said that. Yep.
Because 2 years ago when we did Ragbri, I didn't train and I just went and bought an e-bike.
Yes.
And Sherry has given me no end of shit for it ever since. So knowing all of that, from Toddler Negative 18 this week, I got an email about a story from Nike, which is creating an e-bike for your feet. How bionic sneakers could change human mobility. Nike World Headquarters are going to launch Todd, have you heard of this?
I saw a headline and I actually thought about it. I'm like, well, there goes that problem.
The Project Amplify footwear system is aimed at a broad audience. Amplify is designed for that everyday athlete to give them the energy they need to go further, to go faster, with greater levels of confidence. It's like an e-bike for your feet. It's a fairly standard looking sneakers with a carbon fiber plate running through the soles, and the sneakers are attached at the back to close fitting 3D printed titanium leg shells that cinch to the calves that propel you along so that you look like RoboCop.
Hmm. Did Nike watch that entire movie or just the cool beginning of it? Just quick question. Did you make it to the end?
Battery powered complex motors, sensors, and circuitry. They weigh a couple of pounds, and it learns how your ankles are moving, how long your steps are, and takes the algorithms and customizes them for you. So when it turns on, it feels natural and smooth. And you can toggle between walk and run mode, Todd.
Okay. Yeah.
When activated, the leg shells pick up the heels and propel the feet purposely forward.
Yeah. I don't. Nope. I'm out.
If I could get me some of these, I could go do a half.
Okay. Okay, everybody, you just heard that. Dwayne is planning on getting some of these. And then we'll go knock out a half.
According to Nike, oh no, I'm not. According to Nike, Project Amplify is designed to have enough battery life, roughly, to enable the wearer to complete a 10K run. The batteries are rechargeable and can be switched out for a fresh set if the wearer wants to go for longer. So again, I'm going to need to have the batteries at about halfway to swap them out.
Everybody else is drinking some water, some Gatorade, getting some goo, maybe grabbing a banana, and you're over there swapping out batteries. Doing this. Whew.
Oh,
that was a tough one. Wow, that going uphill. Whew. Am I right, people? I am number one. Why? How did you know? Oh, not that.
Oh, not that. That's wrong finger. Sweet Lord. Anyway, yeah. Electric bike for your feet. That's
which is, I mean, I'm going to be honest, that sounds ridiculous, but that's much better than electric feet for your bike. I don't, like, I don't even know what that is, and I don't want it. I just don't. Ew.
And Toddler 3187, Sherry High, related story, I guess. She wanted us to know that she paid for the version of Talking to Todd with no ads, and there was an ad last week. It wasn't a good ad.
I could argue that it wasn't an ad right until the point where you drop the promo code, and then I'm like, that's. On the other hand, Sherry, don't worry, that wasn't an ad. I can guarantee you it wasn't an ad, because generally ads mean you get paid, and we didn't get paid. So that was like a volunteer ad. Again, it doesn't help. It doesn't help you, but if it makes you feel any better, it doesn't help us either. So we're all in this together.
The only person it might help tangentially is Lucas, if you bought the one piece of software to then be able to buy the second piece of software from Lucas for the game.
There you go.
So yeah, but again, you're right. Yeah, it's not helping us. Once again, our side hustle isn't a side hustle. We need to be hustling more. We also got more follow up from Toddler 1059 because Wrigley was on a walk. Did you see this email?
Oh, I did. Yes.
From Yvonne. Oh my God, it's as if you were right there with us, translating every thought going through Wrigley's head. Were you actually watching us through the Ring doorbell camera? I'm still laughing.
Unfortunately, one of the talents I have is channeling what dogs are thinking and verbalizing it. It's not useful. And by the way, most of the time for ours, you know what it is? Snack, 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 snack. But yes, that's I took a guess at it. And no, we weren't using the Ring doorbell camera because your dog wasn't lost, so therefore didn't need to use the creepy AI stuff that is only for use of surveilling dogs and nothing else. Nothing else at all. It's fine. Please go about your business.
Nothing to see here. Yeah. So Todd Prin's dog whisperer strikes again. That was
Snack.
And from toddler number 6, David Batchelder, when I played golf with him on Tuesday for his birthday. We played golf in Iowa last week on David's birthday, which he has never done before. It was 67 here. So from David, I could still tell what the schools were even with your bleeps. Was that intentional? Sure.
Those bleeps were brought to you by Plausible Deniability. Plausible Deniability that says, look, I made an effort. You can't blame me, even if it wasn't a great effort. Plausible Deniability. Sorry, Sherry. That sounds like another ad. Damn it. Use promo code #ItAin'tMe for 10% off of Plausible Deniability wherever you get.
If you've seen any of our show art for the last 6 years, you know what I'm talking about. Good enough.
Is he riding the car? Or did we just hit him? I don't know, but it's done.
That was, if you didn't know, last week's show art was Shaun White on a snowboard. And after the performance he gave at the opening ceremonies, I'm guessing Todd would have liked the car to hit him.
No, you know what? No, I'm not that bad. Mostly because then I would have had to listen to him. Hey, you hit me with the car. I don't want to hear you. Just, yeah.
I got hit in a car, hit by a car in Austria once. Did I tell you about that story? Sweet Lord. Speaking of Olympics, did you see Olympic crotch story number 3?
To be completely honest, I'm starting to lose track.
So, crotch story number 1 was the suits, and crotch story number 2 was injections.
Yep.
Crotch story number 3 was the guy on the downhill course who split the gate, one foot on one side of the pole and the other foot on the other side of the pole.
You're not supposed to do that.
You are not supposed to do that. And the commentary live was absolutely hilarious. And if you haven't seen it, you should go find that. But you can only find it on official Olympic channels, because anytime you post anything like that on any other piece of social media, they file a copyright claim and it's almost down immediately. So, but definitely go find it if you can find it.
The inherent problem of finding that is, once again, we'll just point out, if you go to Peacock, or you even go to official, if you typed in official Olympics crotch incident, even then that's not going to narrow it down for you. You're gonna have to scroll. Yeah.
You remember how you quizzed me on one of the Dwayne Guess a Number? Maybe was it Dwayne Guess a Number? Anyway, you quizzed me on where bowl games were and what their titles were and who owned them and that kind of stuff.
Yes, and the reason why you're confused is it was during Dwayne Guess a Number, in which Dwayne guessed no numbers, but guessed 15 other things. That's why you're confused.
That's what, yeah. I'm like, was this, because I wasn't guessing numbers. Okay, right. Yes, thank you. So there are 3 bowl games that have already been canceled for next year.
Okay.
The Detroit-based Game Above Sports Bowl, the Bahamas Bowl, and the LA Bowl. 3 bowls canceled for next winter already, which is, in my estimation, that's a good thing. We could stand to cancel about 12 more.
Well, at the rate we're going, there'll be the playoffs, and that's it.
You know
So,
what? That's just fine. Did you have some follow up?
yeah. Hey, do you remember? Remember, I think I was also a Dwayne Gesson number. I was asking you. Remember, I was talking about the tow truck drivers that were getting paid to shut Waymo doors.
Yeah. Oh, I saw this story. Yes.
Yeah. So apparently, Waymo has said, "Why are we using tow truck drivers when there are other apps that can do this, including DoorDash?" Which, ironically, right? So normally DoorDash is dash to the door. In this case, it's literally like, "Hey, this door's open. Can you dash to it?" There was a Reddit post showed that a DoorDash driver in Atlanta was offered $11.25 to close the door of a nearby Waymo.
$6 guaranteed. And then the other $5 and change after they had confirmed that the door was actually closed.
Mm.
You don't even have to actually close it to lock in $6.
My thought though is if this works, if that works anyway, like most of our DoorDash and delivery systems work, mostly they say I did it and take a picture, and then Waymo goes, "That's not my door." And then they have to post on a social media, "Whose door is this? Does anybody know where my door closer is?" Um, yeah. Anyway, according to Waymo, Waymo and DoorDash said in a joint statement that they are always looking for new and flexible ways for DoorDash delivers to earn money, adding that future Waymo vehicles will have automated door closures. Waymo didn't say when that capability will arrive. For the first 6 months, it's just going to be a dude sitting in the car, not driving, not talking to you. After you get out, he just closes the door. What's that? That's our safety door driver. What? Yeah. Is he driving the car? No, 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 no. He
Oh,
just
no.
he just closes the door. Sweet. And then eventually it's going to be the guy that's in the trunk. Hey, there's a guy in my trunk. Don't worry. He's just there to close the door. What? For your safety. Also, for follow up, I'm not sure if this already existed or me going off on Shaun White and the opening ceremonies led to some device in our house hearing this, and then some AI generated a video because we didn't watch it. But we were going through YouTube last night. Yeah, I don't want to see that. Don't want to see that. And we came up with a video. Why snowboarding hates Shaun White. And I'm like, I'm not going to watch it, but I got to admit, I'm curious. I also have thoughts. I want to see if your thoughts, if the reason why you hate him are the same reason I hate him. Again, didn't watch it. Don't feed the trolls.
Do we have anything this week in the Taylor Center for Technology Policy's Todd's Tech Corner?
There's Apple announced an experience, not an event. I don't know. Maybe it's roller coasters for March 4th. So it's entirely possible that the week of March 4th, a whole bunch of stuff that should have been announced in the last 6 months might get all announced over many days. We'll see what they announce. It's fine. More stuff's coming.
New MacBooks are coming.
New MacBooks potentially. They're going to introduce an actual brand new MacBook. So not the Pro, not the Air. There are rumors that they are going to be introducing a lower end, potentially just called MacBook, with a phone chip in it. So it's below the Air in price. So, and in fun colors potentially. Well, for Apple. Anyway, so
gold and silver.
Gray, dark gray, slightly lighter gray, slightly lighter, darker gray. What? Just go with it.
I want them to come back out with the white plastic MacBook. Come on, man.
Never gonna happen.
Never
gonna happen.
Never gonna.
No.
I still have mine.
Yeah.
Still have it sitting in the corner, holding the door open.
And what percentage of white is it at this point? Like on the palm rests. Because that was one of the problems. Hey, I got this white plastic MacBook. Like, it's great. What could possibly go wrong? That is disgusting. Also, the first couple of years of those, the plastic they used at the wrist rest eventually shattered into sharp, jagged pieces right where you put your, so it was dirty and dangerous, which that's not what Apple's going for. Apple, we're dirty and dangerous. Yeah.
That's LA, not MacBooks. But okay.
Yeah. So anyway, something come. How about for technical corner?
I will have something for what I learned this week. So I have been reffing for well over 20 years now, and I had something happen last night that has never happened before. So teaser.
I'm looking forward to hearing which call you got right. Oh, come on. Seriously, you didn't see that coming?
I did not see that. I should have. I totally should have seen that coming.
There are coaches all over Central Iowa just laughing at that one. Just laughing. All right. Well, something to look forward to. But before we get to that, what's up next? Oh.
And I'm here,
Yes, Queen,
to remind Todd of the mess Todd made when he answered wrong. Todd ought to know.
That's right. That sound means it's time for one of America's favorite games. It's time for Todd Oughta Know. Todd, we've been talking about the Olympics a lot lately.
We have.
And I am going to ask, this week, I'm going to ask you to guess a number. Actually, I'm going to ask you to guess several numbers.
Sure. Guess what? Good news. You can say guess a number and then just ask me as many as you want. That's how I do it. As has been pointed out multiple times.
So not only do athletes who win gold medals at the games get the gold medal, sometimes they actually get paid cash.
Okay, sure.
If you are an American athlete and you win a gold medal at the Milan Cortina Olympics,
okay,
how much money are you paid cash, Todd?
Okay. All right. That's a good one. Before or after taxes?
I don't know that. I'm guessing this is before. This is before.
Yeah. Okay.
I'd like to think that it's tax-free, but I can guarantee you it's not.
No. You have to be a billionaire to get tax-free money. Sorry, what? Okay. Let's see. 200,000.
Wow. If you were guessing, okay, I'll get to that later. You're high.
Okay. All right. Let me ask you this real quick.
Yeah.
When you say they're getting money, do you know who is paying them? I'm just curious. There are stories about other people giving Olympians money. And so I'm just trying. Is this from like the U.S. Olympic Committee kicks in some money? Is that what this is?
Yes.
Okay.
This is according to USA Today's official inquiry of who gets paid.
Okay. I'll say 75,000.
No, you still can't get a bell. The answer for gold is $37,500.
Sure, why not? Yep, that's worth 4 years.
For silver, it's $22,500 and $15,000 for bronze.
Oh, I thought for bronze it was. Sorry, I thought silver would be steak knives. And bronze, you're fired.
It's a good reference.
Thank you.
Okay, so among the 25 countries who responded to the inquiry, where does the United States rank, Todd?
Okay, so I'm just going to give you my thinking.
Sure. Show your work.
Yep. And I hate to say this. Sorry. In most cases, unless it's a really bad or stupid thing, when the question is, where does the U.S. rank in the world? You're better off guessing somewhere around 25th to 30th is usually where we end up on a lot of lists of good things. So I'm going to say 27th.
Out of 25 countries who responded.
25 countries that responded. Oh, you know what? I'll say 25th.
We're 15th.
Oh, yeah. Should have. Yeah. Okay.
So The highest respondent, Todd, do you want to guess which country is the highest respondent?
I was going to say Switzerland because they're up in the Alps, but I think you're talking about a different highest. Okay, sorry.
Norway, because it's further north.
High, it's further north. It's higher. The
higher
angle
on the map.
It's the
yes.
Anyway, yeah. I know that Ukraine gives 200,000, which is shocking given the fact that they're in the middle of a war. Number one, I'm going to say France.
The answer there is Singapore, which is competing in just its third Winter Games. Todd, you want to guess how much Singapore will award for a gold medal, which is the most of any country?
$1 billion.
$788,907 when converted to US.
I was going to say that's an oddly specific number. Yeah.
Do you know what's unique about that?
No.
Not only has Singapore not awarded a gold medal, they've never been awarded any medal at all. It's a promise that they don't have to worry about fulfilling.
Okay. Yeah.
We're going to pay $2 million. Okay. You know what? If somebody manages to do it, then we'll figure that part out. Fantastic. Hong Kong.
Hey, by the way, real quick, what did you say it was in US dollars?
$788,907.
Okay. All right. I'm going to throw this out. I just did the conversion. Do you know what that equals in Singapore dollars?
$1 million.
$1 million.
See, there it is.
There we go. Nice, I nailed it.
Okay. You know what? Okay, fine. Does that make you feel better?
It does. It shouldn't, but it does. I watch everybody else winning gold medals. I want a gold medal. Nope. I'm not going to do that. Nope. That sounds too much like something else. Anyway, sorry, please continue. What? No.
Todd, would you like a Peace Prize? Second place, Hong Kong, $767,747. Again, I'm guessing it's $1 million.
Sounds about right.
Third place, Italy, $213,418. And Poland, $211,268. And Slovenia, $162,672, which makes me think Ukraine didn't respond to the survey.
That's entirely possible. They may have had other things to worry about.
Well, it was a USA Today survey. They're not exactly returning our phone calls right now.
Yes.
Just putting that out there. Anyway. Okay.
By the way, just because I was trying to figure out, so after we got done with all of those, I found the CNBC article, which has the exact same information on it.
Yes.
Dwayne, did you have who is last on that chart?
I have three countries that don't pay their athletes anything.
Okay. All right.
Is that on your list?
No, these are all the respondents.
Okay, so do you know who the three countries are? That was my last question for you. Do you know who the three countries are that don't pay their athletes anything?
Okay. North Korea.
Possibly, but not on my list.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. I'm now realizing any joke I make about a country not paying their athletes is racially intolerable, and I shouldn't. I'm like, oh, that would be fun. That's not funny, Todd. No, let's see. I will say Iceland, Norway, and Liechtenstein.
So I'm gonna, you know what? I'm going to give you a bell for Norway, but I think that's because they win too many medals to be able to pay.
Bankrupt the company, or bankrupt the country, and they have oil money. They have oil money, and they can't afford to pay out for all of that stuff.
So the answer, according to USA Today, is Norway, Sweden, and Great Britain.
Okay.
You know what?
All right.
Old white guy, make jokes about them all. You can make jokes about them all day.
They don't get money, but they just give them some stuff they stole from Egypt about 100 years ago. Here, you can have. Somebody said you could have this, like that.
That's what I was looking for.
There we go.
Yep.
There we go. Oh, don't worry, we found it.
You what?
Not sure you broke into the pyramid and stole it, but other than that, yeah, sure, you found it.
Sure.
By the way, the country that responded, this is according to the National Olympic Committee's Sports Association. Anyway, the country that is on here, maybe this is more than 15. The one that they said, New Zealand. New Zealand pays an equivalent of US $3,000. Now, my thought is, if you know that Singapore is on this list for gold at 792,000 and Hong Kong at 768,000, Malaysia's up there, Kazakhstan is up there, and then you're like at 3,000, before you answer 3,000, here's what you say. You go, wait, what do other countries pay? And you're like, really? Would you like to answer our survey? No, I would not. Although New Zealand, here's the reason why, like this time at least, New Zealand, they only have $3,000 left because they got to fly them all the way around the world. Like, look, we spent the rest of it on airfare, especially for you bobsledders. Do you know how much it costs to ship a bobsled? Sorry, a bobsleigh? There we go, I think.
It's formal. That's a Robert sleigh.
Now, Robert Sleigh, please. That's my father.
Okay, what's next?
I have no. Oh, yes. This is Dwayne. Do you want to introduce the next one?
Well, you wrote.
Dwayne, this is a return of America's actual favorite game.
This is a return of America's. So I suppose I need to set this up a little bit. The famous quote by Don Ohlmeyer, the answer to all your questions is money. And the Todd corollary, Todd.
The answers to all your questions is money, but sometimes it's Nazis.
And unfortunately, it's Nazis more often than you think it should be. So anyway, I don't have I don't have Deutschland über alles loaded into the soundboard, but just let
Good
it play.
choice.
Yes. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Okay.
Yep. But it is time for the toddler's favorite game, which is Money or Nazis. Todd, what do you got?
Okay, this is Money or Nazis Olympic edition. Of course it is. So
1934. No. Oh.
No, but you're close. So, Dwayne, a piece of Olympic merch, official Olympic merch, was available from the official Olympic Heritage Collection for this Winter Olympics. They released the Olympic Heritage Collection, and a piece of memorabilia was sold out. Dwayne, what piece of memorabilia was sold out of the Olympic Heritage Collection?
Todd, I believe this was a poster from the 1934 Munich Olympics, which featured Adolf Hitler.
Close. It was the 1936 Berlin. So
okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yes. But yes, it is artwork from the 1936 Berlin Games, which were used by, as this points out, by Adolf Hitler and the Nazis to promote their anti-Semitic and racist regime. The T-shirt sold out.
It was a T-shirt, not a poster, and it sold out.
It was a T-shirt of the poster. So they screen printed the poster from the Olympics on a T-shirt and then put it out for sale. When people noticed that people then were like, I don't know that that's a great idea. And then they looked and that was listed online as out of stock. So The Athletic reached out to the IOC and said, quick question, did you sell out of all the T-shirts or did you withdraw it for sale after everybody said, I don't know that you should be selling the Nazi Olympics T-shirt? According to IOC spokesperson, it sold out, which also meant they sold out. But anyway, it sold out. According to them, quote, while we of course acknowledge the historical issues of, quote, Nazi propaganda, unquote, what? Related to the Berlin 1936 Olympic Games, we must also remember that the Games in Berlin saw 4,483 athletes from 49 countries compete in 149 medal events, they explained. Many of them stunned the world with their athletic achievements, including Jesse Owens. The historic context of these games is further explained at the Olympic Museum in Lausanne. For the 1936 edition, a number of t-shirts produced and sold by the AOC is limited, for which is why it's currently sold out, because it's a limited collector's edition.
Yes, it's Jesse Owens fans that bought all those shirts.
Let me see if he appears on the poster. Nope. So anyway, so Dwayne, I'm going to ask you now, with all of that context, money or Nazis?
So I think the reason they offered it for sale was money, but the reason it sold out was Nazis.
Give yourself a bell. That is the exact answer that I came up with. Yes. Because one of the things we've learned is if it's from a large international or national sports organization, the reason they do anything is for money. But they just offered it for sale. Doesn't mean anybody had to buy it.
Nope. But somebody obviously did.
Yep.
Oh, God.
Anyway.
The return of our favorite game never disappoints.
I don't remember why it's our favorite game now that I say that. But anyway, yes, there we go. For a while we were cooking. There was a lot to cover, and then there wasn't. And yet now, somehow, there's more. I don't know.
I can guarantee you this is not making the cover art this week.
Excellent. And also, by the way, just as a protest, please also don't put Jesse Owens on the cover because, again, did you guys just run over Jesse Owens? No, let's not go viral for that. And swear to God, do not put us in those t-shirts.
This week's podcast seems to be skewing political, and yet here we go to the Scott Frost Memorial Idiot of the Week.
Yep. I was going to say, what did you... Oh, I see why you set it up that way. Dwayne, what did you bring?
So last week, our esteemed president...
Our dear leader.
Thank you. Yes. Was, I believe, in the Oval Office signing a proclamation. I call it a proclamation. He may have called it an executive order, but it doesn't have it's just...
It's a word I just made up. I don't know why we never use it. It's called a proclamation. Oh. Sorry. This is why we don't even dip into this, because once we lose containment. Please continue.
But the announcement was about, I can't even get it out. The announcement was about whole milk. And the president made sure that he distinguished that it was whole with a W.
Well, because many people didn't know that's whole with a W.
That's right. Yeah, WHOLE. Because whole milk. I don't even want to know what that is.
The scary thing is he was willing to sign the proclamation without the W. And apparently at some point looking it over, he's like, oh, that's with a W. Well, that's interesting. Didn't bother him before.
Oh my God. I don't know where whole milk comes from. I don't want to know. But thank God we can get it now. Please, for the love of God, whole milk with a W. My idiot of the week. Oh, Todd?
Yeah, I'm going to call this a palate cleanser from that.
Thank God.
Hey, I'm going to send you, I'm going to do something that everybody loves. I'm going to send you an image.
Oh.
And so, sorry, right before I send it, We're watching the Olympics, watching curling, as you do, right? And turns out that within a month or so, the World Championships of curling are going to be in the Salt Lake City area. Now, what I find is very odd is I thought the Olympics were the World Championships. And I know some sports have their World Championships before the Olympics. It's sort of like you went to the Olympics. Cool. A month later, now you have to go to the World Championships. Anyway, whatever. So they're going to be within the Salt Lake City general area. And I'm like, you know what? If it's going to be that close, it's at the same location that the 2002 Olympics used for curling. And Lisa and I went there. So we've been to the facility. We've watched world-class curling there. I thought we should go there. So I'm wondering what the tickets were going to cost us. So Dwayne, here is the information on the ticketing site that is incredibly helpful and very clear. Just go ahead and take a look at that.
Okay, so from eTix.
Yep.
At the Weber County ice sheet.
It's Weber, but you shouldn't know that because stuff's weird.
This venue uses all-in pricing.
Period. Stop right there. So Dwayne, what do you think that means?
What do you think all-in pricing? It should be one total. And
yes.
Okay, so maybe they put tax on after that, but there shouldn't be any extra fees.
Yeah. Okay, now please continue. Please go with the second sentence.
The total price listed includes ticket fees.
Awesome. Hey, look right there. Okay, cool. Now, if they just stopped right there, that's awesome. How about sentence number 3?
Taxes are calculated upon checkout. Okay,
which is what you'd expect.
Yes, exactly.
Okay.
So you got all the fees, all the pricing, all the everything, plus your taxes.
Perfect. No notes. We can stop here. Wait, there's sentence number 4. Dwayne?
Wait. A processing fee may apply and will be shown at checkout. Wait, what happened to all in?
This venue practices all in pricing.
Sure it does.
That all ticket fees are total price includes all ticket fees. Thank goodness. But a processing fee isn't included in ticket. Look, you don't have to claim that it's all in pricing. Nobody made you write that.
Nope.
You didn't have to say anything. You could have even take that sentence out. And if it says the total price listed includes ticket fees, taxes will be collected, and a processing fee, you'd look at that and go, thank you for telling me.
Yeah, I appreciate the information. That's fantastic. That's what I would expect. But
once you open it with all in pricing,
just open your wallet and put all of the money in.
Yeah,
that's what that means.
Just all in. So thank you to the Weber County Ice Sheet, home of the 2026 World Championship curling for curling, and their all in quotes, pricing.
So
my idiot of the week.
Do you know what's happening in April of 2026?
No.
Rock League. Have you heard of Rock League? Do you know what Rock League is? Hashtag Let's Rock.
Oh, would that be a curling league?
An upcoming professional curling league operated by the Curling Group, who also own the Grand Slam of Curling. 6 teams with elite global athletes. These are curlers. Excuse me. Sorry. Side note there. Elite global athletes, 10-person rosters, 5 men, 5 women, and a high energy atmosphere designed to modernize the sport. A 7-day, 6-team condensed event in Toronto in April of 2026, followed by a full season in 2027. Never going to happen. Yes, you do it now. You do the Grand Slam after, you do the Olympics, you do the championship right after the Olympics, you do this thing in April when you're still kind of sort of maybe thinking about curling. Oh yeah, that's kind of cool. And then we're done. We're done with this for 4 years. Rock League. It's a thing.
Okay, 2 things. One, I'd pay money to see banana ball on ice. Now,
Okay.
right? Now, is that curling? Not necessarily, but on the other hand, could it be curling and banana ball? Sure, why not? Let's do this, right?
If it's entertaining, I'll pay for it.
Yeah, yeah. Second, while you mock all of this, we were watching one of the Olympics. Maybe it was one of the downhill, one of the alpine ones or whatever, and they were talking about Michaela Sheffrin has won 108 medals on the World Cup circuit and a Grand Prix. They were talking about how somebody had won in something in the Grand Prix, and Lisa just made a comment about what are these things, and I'm like, oh, in Europe, like people go to these events. And she's like, wait, what? And I'm like, no. They pay to go to these events. Also, track and field, you can be a professional track and field athlete, and they have top tier events throughout Europe and Asia where tens of thousands of people show up to watch events and people win real money. And she's like, really? And I'm like, yeah. And then the conversation then is like, well, that seems nuts. And I'm like, I don't know. We watch baseball and a lot of people don't. So like to your point, I can't imagine anybody's watching curling. You know what? You got a bunch of people in Norway and Sweden going, those are fighting words. Also, watching curling, she's like, I'll give you this. Is it a sport? I don't know. It's not super athletic. And I'm like, look, going 110 feet down with a broom without falling on your butt repeatedly, that's actually pretty difficult. Growing up in Iowa, I can tell you it's very difficult.
It's a talent. I don't know that it's a sport. It's a competition. I don't know that it's a sport. ROWDIE, that's the way we spell rowdy.
All right. I got that. Yeah. Okay. Point taken.
It is a competition. And you
All
can
right.
drink while doing it. I may be interested in this.
Dwayne's now, how do I start a curling league?
Oh, there are several in Des Moines already. I just have to join one. Yeah.
Excellent.
Oh, I don't have to start anything. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Did you have any travel stories?
No travel stories this week.
You watching anything good?
We started watching season 2 of The Artful Dodger on Hulu on Disney Plus because eventually Hulu's going away and you can only watch Hulu on Disney Plus. Anyway, whatever. So season 2, we watched the first episode after it's been gone for like 2 years. So getting back into that. How about you? What'd you guys watch?
Not Amy, but
that's right. Because you got the house to yourself for the week.
I do. So I watched the revival of The Muppet Show, also on Disney Plus.
Sure.
Have you watched this yet?
Have not.
It is fantastic. If you liked The Muppet Show, not the movie, not the Muppet Christmas Carol, not this spinoff, not the Electric Mayhem, not the, I don't know, God knows what, not Fraggle. Well, I liked Fraggle Rock, don't get me wrong. But the spinoff show that they kind of sort of tried to do the Muppet Show again, but not really. This is the Muppet Show. Just like it was in the 70s. Sabrina Carpenter is the guest. It's fantastic. It is everything. If you like nostalgia, yes, I am all in. I would love to see them do another. Just, you know what? Don't overdo it. Do 5 more and then take a year off, and then do 5 more, and then don't saturate the market with this, but do it. Do some more of this. This was really good. And
looks like these Muppets haven't aged a year since they've been on.
That's true. Yes. Yeah. I mean,
I wonder if they've had some work done.
The foam is in perfect shape. The voices are close. The voices are very, very close. You got to admire that. We also, on Super Bowl Sunday, actually, so this is a bit of a callback, on Super Bowl Sunday, instead of watching the football game, because we didn't care, we went to the Civic Center and saw Kimberly Akimbo.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen this?
I have not. I say Lisa, I would say we have not, but apparently there's a number of things that Lisa has seen that I haven't. And I'm trying to think. I don't think either one of us has seen it though, but I could be wrong.
So, do you know the premise?
No.
So, the premise is this teenager, this 16-year-old girl, has a disease where she ages, a real disease, where she ages 4 times faster than normal. So she looks like a 75-year-old woman.
Okay.
And the average lifespan of a person with this disease is about 16 years old. So it's about all of these teenagers and Kim and the dynamics. It won the Tony for Best Musical the year it came out. You know how we have buckets of these things about this thing. I am sad that I actually saw it. I'm a worse person for actually seeing it. I never ever even want to hear this thing again. And then things that you love that are on our top 5-ish, right? This is in neither of those buckets. Was it cute?
Okay.
Yes. Were any of the songs memorable? No. I did not walk out humming any of the songs. But it was fine. And you know what? What do you say?
Well, you need the fine ones so that you can appreciate the great ones even more.
Exactly.
This stuff isn't easy. It's not easy.
It's not. It is. And so and we walked out and it's like Amy's like, this won the Tony? How did this win the Tony? When it came out, what was it up against? Was it up against absolutely nothing? How? So then I had to go look.
Yep.
Because it came out in 2023. Todd, do you know what musicals it was up against for the Tony nomination for 2023?
Kind of, because I was looking it up.
Oh, okay.
And actually, I think it was, let's see, it was Shucked.
Which I liked better than this.
Some Like It Hot.
Also liked it better than this.
Was
and it wasn't great.
New York. Was that nominated?
Didn't see it. It was nominated.
Juliet.
And Juliet, which we've seen and I really liked, but it's a jukebox musical. It's not going to win Best Musical.
Yeah.
And this.
Was that it? Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. Those 5. 2, 4, 5. Yes. I liked Shucked way better than this. Maybe it was all the dad jokes.
It's probably all the dad jokes.
It must have been all the dad jokes.
Yeah.
But corn pudding. I walked out of the theater after Shucked humming corn pudding. So, whatever. Anyway, Kimberly Akimbo.
That actually might make I walked out of the theater humming corn pudding might be a reason why Shucked didn't win. I'm just going to be
I think that's a fair point.
Yeah.
We also and that was downtown at the Civic Center in Des Moines. And then now, Sherry, I'm sorry, this is a plug. If you're in the greater Des Moines area and you have never seen The Mousetrap, Agatha Christie murder mystery play, which is the longest running play in the West End.
Yes.
The Des Moines Playhouse is currently doing The Mousetrap, and on Friday night, Amy and I went and saw it. Sorry, wait. Amy and I went to the theater. I saw it. Amy took a nap.
Oh, okay.
And the secret of The Mousetrap is, you're admonished to not give away.
Yeah. Yes.
Don't give away the ending. Don't give away who the murderer was.
Yeah.
And I went into it not knowing. Knowing that was everything that I knew about, other than it's an Agatha Christie murder mystery and you're not supposed to give away the ending. So,
yes.
And it will never be made into a movie until after it has stopped running on the West End for more than 6 months. And it's never stopped running on the West End. So you can't go and watch it. The closest you can get is a movie that was made about a murder that happened in the theater where the Mousetrap is playing. That's as close as you can get. So if you think you've seen the Mousetrap on screen, you haven't. It was fine.
By the way, when you say it's the longest running one, it premiered in 1952.
Right, yeah. Originally written as a radio play in 1947, premiered in 1952, and has never stopped except for one
COVID.
year during COVID.
Yeah. Yeah. And in March of 2025, it hit its 30,000th performance. Yeah. So, yeah.
They did
good news is Amy can't tell the secret.
She was awake for the reveal.
Oh, okay.
But she'd had a really long week, and we sat there and she kind of curled up on my shoulder, and I'm like, oh, okay. It was fine. It was written in the late 40s. It feels like a play from the late 40s. Whatever. Again, I appreciate a whole lot of other things more now. Yep. Anyway. I promised, or I previewed. I previewed a
threatened, promised, same thing.
Something that had never happened. So we're in Newton for a playoff game, girls' playoff game last night. Competitive game, fun game to work, competitive game. We go in for halftime, come out at halftime. Girls are warming up. We're standing around. Clock counts down, and I go grab the ball, throw it over to Alan, and into the gym swoops a bat.
Sweet.
And it just starts dive bombing in the gymnasium. And it was, and we're like, okay, well, now what? Because we're not going to play with this going on. So we sent the teams to their bench, and so we just kind of start standing around and watching the bat fight. And at one point, so I'm standing in front of the student section. They're like, it's a bird. I'm like, nope. Immediately, as soon as I saw it swoop in to begin with, I'm like, oh shit, that's a bat. And so I walk over to my partners, and we're standing around and we're talking about it, and we're watching, and one of the assistant ADs says, well, we've got an auxiliary gym. I suppose we could move the game over there. And Mark's like, no, hold on. Let's just see where this goes for a minute. Because if we have to change gyms, it's going to be 45 minutes before we get going again. So then across the floor walks a custodian and a butterfly net.
This isn't my first time I've had to deal with bats.
I looked at the AD and said, has this happened before? Yeah, this isn't the first time for us. So the way the Newton gym, which was built in the late 70s, I think, the gym is down low. There's stands on the side, and then there's permanent seating on the end up behind the basket all the way up to the ceiling.
Okay.
They're not bleachers that you pull out. They are permanent built-in seats. And so the bat is up in that area swooping around, and the janitor goes up, stands on the benches, and starts swinging the butterfly net at the bat. And every time he swings, the student section, whoa, whoa. It was an absolute laugh riot. And then when he finally caught it, and this went on for a good 15 minutes, that he was swinging and missing. And I'm like, do we have a lacrosse team around here? Is there anybody that plays lacrosse? Because this would be over like that. if we had a decent lacrosse player right now.
Or do you guys have a Quidditch team?
Also
if you have a
good.
Quidditch team, that would also help here.
The when he catches it, the roar that went up from both the visiting and the home student section, the place, you would have thought somebody hit a 3 to win the game. It was absolutely hilarious. And I'm like, well, I can say this has never happened before. I don't know that Newton has had bats delay basketball games before, but they've had bats in the building before that they've had to catch, which is why the janitor was prepared and knew where the net was and all of this kind of stuff. But no, in 20 plus years of reffing, never had a game delayed by bat.
Quick question. Do you have to like write that in a game log or somewhere? 15-minute delay, bat?
I have a tracking spreadsheet of every game I have ever officiated.
Okay.
This one will get a note as the bat game. Right. That's what I learned this week. Bats and Newton. How about you?
The first, I know you guys have had some winter storms this year. I mean, it's been 60 degrees. You what?
With snow tonight.
Yes. So Salt Lake City had its first measurable snowfall in like 280 days this week. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's cool. That's great. Ski resorts are doing great. They're not. But this is down in the valley. And when I say snowfall, I mean, out of my office, I think we probably had 6-7 inches. It was just coming down all day. And one of the people who I work with is moved out. He moved out from Virginia, Maryland. Moved out. He's been in snow before. He was in Colorado, but he was like, "Man, drive home's going to be terrible." And I'm like, "Yeah." I said, "You got to watch out." He goes, "I'm assuming everybody out here is used to driving in snow." I'm like, "Well, it's been a while." I said, "But even for people who are used to driving in snow, understand this: the first time it snows in a season, everybody forgets what it's like to drive in snow, right?"
Amen.
Absolutely. So everybody's driving fast. Everybody's going to, sliding through. Whoa. And I said, and normally it stops snowing, let's say in February, March. And then you just have to make it to like November. Okay. This might've been February or March, but we're now into February again. And people don't think of, well, it's February. This is the first snowfall. What you need to remember is this is the first snowfall, and everybody's going to be cocky because it's the middle of February. Oh, I've dealt with snow. It's been close to a year. Watch out. And his comment was, he's like, I can see where that'd be a problem. Yes. So the good news is what actually happened was, everybody realized that everybody else wasn't used to snow. And so we just all crawled home. It was just on the interstate, on the freeway. I think at one point we were doing a solid 21 miles an hour on 3 lanes. Everybody's just 21 miles an hour. Like, I got this. Like, yep. You know what? We're all going to get home eventually. Like, if we just keep moving, that nobody has to tap their brakes.
Nobody stop. Nobody go fast, but nobody stop.
Yeah, please don't stop, because if you stop, then everything's going to all fall apart. So anyway, that's what I learned was, I will also say, here's the other thing I learned though. I had to go out and I had to brush off the car after work, and it was still snowing. And I'm standing in about a foot of snow because stuff got kind of moved around. It took me 10 minutes to get all the snow off and scrape. And I'm like, don't miss this. And I'm like, when's the last time I've had winter 2019? Yeah. You know what? Don't miss it. So what did I learn? Like, you know what? It turns out if I would have gone from 2019 for the rest of my life and never had to stand in a foot of snow while scraping and brushing snow off while it continues to snow, I would have been fine. I would have been absolutely fine. So that's what I've learned is, you know what? Yeah, oh, it's beautiful. And yet I can do without it.
The music is Happy Boy by Kevin MacLeod. You can subscribe to our award-winning podcast with visiting shoveler Todd Prenz, wherever you get your pods.
Shoveling something.
Just search Talkin' and the number 2. There's no G and there's no space. You can stop by and see us at the Tuba City home office, where I'm almost positive there's no snow. Please don't do that. Thanks to our listeners, our sponsors, and our contributors. We appreciate you. And as always, you can send us your feedback to feedback@talkingtotodd.com. Todd?
You said that the reboot of the Muppet Show, what you really wanted to see was like 5 or 6 episodes a year. Like just do 5 or 6 and then wait another year and come back out. What you've literally described is you just wanted to, you've now made the Muppet Show into a British television series.
Yes, I have. You're right, I did. That's exactly what I did. Yes.
That's every British show except for The Chase and EastEnders and Coronation Street. But other than that, yes.
Yeah, what was the show that ran for like 18 years and did 40 episodes?
Yeah, one of those. That's exactly what you're describing.
Yeah, it was wildly popular. Yes.
Why does Kermit now have an English accent? Don't ask.
Don't.
This is exactly what we want.
Oh, great recommendation. Muppets as a British TV show. I'm guessing we're going to have something to clean up next week. Until then, we're talking to Todd.
If it flips the other way, though, I think a lot of British people would be confused. Like they're like, because they're like Cockney rhyming slang or something. They're like, what the heck's a fozzie bear? Don't ask.